Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here, and welcome to today's stream. And we've got a few things to go through today. We're going to be doing a few skank raids. We're going to do a bit of Zen farming, but what I realized is that we didn't do a lot using teams. So we're going to try and do some sort of teams in Zone 13 today, and run that with a combiner. I'll show you how I do that. Because I've done the lower end of the scale, I've done the solo, so I thought I'd show you the sort of mid-range, how I sort of grind out my 10k. Also, we're going to show six gun in the showroom. I know I showed the other day. Thought I'd show him for two people that haven't seen him already. We've now got Trigger Happy. I can show him in the showroom. That's as much as I can do right now. Tomorrow, I'll be able to talk about the abilities. Maybe show off the bot. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet. But definitely come, obviously, Thursday. A couple of other things to talk about as well. But before we do that, we'll say a few hello to some people. So we have Sharksy, who was first in the chat, who beat Destroyer for once. It does happen occasionally. How's it going, guys? Blue Grimlock also. Mohammed, Grind Time, Christoph, Victor, welcome. Manuel, welcome back. I'm good, thank you. Really good. Glad to be off work again after yesterday. And Grand Galvatron, how's things? Diane, welcome. So, I have just seen that Gianni has just asked how I get someone in Cybercoins. It's a test account, guys. I do a sort of disclaimer every time. It's given to me by Space Ape, and it's not real. It's not connected to the live server. I can't compete in events with it. I can't war with it. The only thing I can do with this account is I get the new bots earlier, and I can just test bots out. That's it. Emmanuel, I do giveaways, but I do need to talk about that actually. So I've done quite a few giveaways over the time, and I'm sure a lot of people on stream will say that they've won multiple times. There's people have won maybe 3-4 times over the last couple of months that we've been doing these, maybe 3 months, including videos and everything. But yeah, generally some people won 3 or 4 times. So it's, that's the way it goes sometimes. So recently I've been having a few problems with the codes. I've been giving it to people. Sharks was one of them. And Blue Grimlock was one of them. Both of those have one codes. And so I contacted Space Ape and I said, there's a problem with the codes. And they checked them and they said, nothing wrong with the codes. They're fine. No problem with them at all. And I said, well, I'm getting a lot of complaints from people saying the codes are not working. So they said, well, just refer them back to us and we'll deal with them because the codes are working. So, right, yeah, fine, brilliant. And those that have won recently will, back me up on that, they have got a problem with the codes. They've contacted me, they've contacted Space Ape, and I've sent them a screenshot saying, listen, they've said that the codes are working fine. So I've seen a screenshot today from Blue Grimlock, and the code wasn't working. Now, Space Ape have turned around and said that once you have been given one code, you cannot win again. That's their sort of stance on the new codes. I'm not sure it's a mistake. I'm not sure that's what they want to do going forwards. It's a bit strange for me. But it's quite annoying that, we have 20, 30 people watching a stream at a time. And out of 20, 30 people, over a month could do a giveaway every single day. Chances are that people are going to win more than once. They might win 2 or 3 times, maybe at a push, but yeah, generally. So I don't think it's very fair to do a giveaway, and the only people that can win are people that have not won before. It's not really fair. So I've had to sort of suspend any giveaways. But what I'm going to do, guys, is for every day that I've suspended it, so if it's 5 days that I suspended for, if Space Ape can fix it, I will do 5 giveaways in one day to compensate that. So we'll have 5 winners in one day. If it's longer than that, maybe longer, but I don't know what to do right now because, like I said, they've said that the codes, once you've got one, like the old loot links, that if you claim one, you can't claim it again, which makes sense. But these are a bit different. They're not. It's not an individual link. It's not one link that I share out to people. It's different links. So I don't know. I need to speak to the guy that's sort of in charge of it. Oh, really? And speak to him. It might be an error somewhere because obviously the other apes aren't really clued up as much as him. So I need to speak to him, get to the bottom of it. That probably tomorrow. And then obviously they've got to try and then fix them. I might get some new codes. I don't know. Like I said, all I know is that I've had problems with them, and that's a response that I've seen from one of the lower down apes. So yeah, maybe maybe they got sick and tired of sharks. What I think it is, to stop us giving, say, 30 codes to one person. I don't understand that. I don't know if someone has done that, and I understand that a bit. But if you're going to be a content creator and you're going to give 30 codes to one person, I doubt anyone has. But then you've got to sort of weigh up that we should be able to be trusted with these things, really, and we shouldn't be able to. I would be glad if I could not use them on my account. It wouldn't bother me one bit. If they could make that possible to stop people from using them on their own account, maybe. And maybe you can't give more than. I don't know. I'm trying to think of ideas way around it so people can not give, 30 codes to one person saying they got 60 prems to use to give it a friend or something. But maybe just a thing in a content creators chat, just saying that if you can't doing that, you'll get removed. And I think that'll be enough, really, to stop people doing it. But I was going to talk about it a bit later on. But yeah, that's the stance at the minute. So I've got to contact the apes, sadly, and we'll see what's happening then. So until now, guys, the giveaways are on hold, but not cancelled because we can't carry on doing it like this. We can't do that where only new people can win. It's not really fair, really. But we'll see. Anyway, let's just pause the server for a minute. And there is Trigger Happy in all his might. Pretty cool bot. I did buy this for Jacob, the Generations version. And I've always liked him. I've always liked the headmasters, really. Spot for headmasters and target masters. And a really cool bot. I'm pretty impressed with him. I complain that he's not quite like a certain toy line, but I do like Six Gun a lot. The way they designed him, I really do. But out of the two, I do like Trigger Happy, and his ability's coming along really well. It's not changed dramatically since we got hold of it, but I think that all the play testers are pushing the boundaries really with this bot a bit. We're not pushing boundaries, but we are trying to do it justice and bring you guys a really good bot. I can't say Sharks yet, really, to make my war team. It is a chance bot, but I'd probably say that in his current state, without any more buffs or nerfs, then yeah, I will be leveling him. Definitely. A really good bot up to now. But obviously, my final review will reveal all his downfalls, things he's good at, ways you can use it. And as most times in my streams, I'll do a video, of course, but in my streams, straight after their stream, you'll be able to put some requests in and sort of ask me to try different scenarios, which I will do. There's a couple of bugs got to iron out, but he's generally looking really good. It really is. So let's just pause it 1 second. Let's have a look at this. And there's Six Gun. Pretty impressive. He has been fixed now, so he displays correctly. Pretty cool. Some serious firepower there. It doesn't remind me a lot like Strafe, but I think that in robot mode it looks okay, but in vehicle mode, but I think in robot mode it looks really cool. It's sort of like a upgraded first aid, so to speak. Why did Space Ape stop giving free fuel out? Well, the idea that we're giving free fuel out during lockdown just to keep people active and get them through it. And obviously, lockdown's not over, but it's coming to an end. And so to the loot links, we have spoke about it in the test server about it, and I think a couple of suggestions was that we should bring in a battle pass for the game with for those that play Clash Royale and Clash of Clans, things like that, where I'm not sure if other games have it, but I'm sure they do in a similar sort of thing, where you can you pay a small fee, like maybe $5 or something, and then you get things in game for that. You can sort of pay nothing and you get limited resources, and you can pay $5 and get a lot better resources. So we were talking about possibly putting, say, over the month, say 500 4-star shards, 100 5-star shards, Energon, Alloy, Shanix, sort of a bit of everything. But you've got to come in, say, every single day and do 10 battles a day, say. Or you might have to do 5 battles a day. And one might be you've got to use a gunner in every single battle. Or you've got to use Night Stalker in one battle, maybe, for the premium one. So obviously it's there to sort of encourage us to spend, but hopefully it will sort of not just spend, but it'll give the free-to-play guys something for just spending very little in the game. And that was our idea. Yeah, Mohammed, Fortnite does have it. Yeah. Yeah, but Fortnite's only skins. But I don't think $2 would be enough. But I think $5. I think $5 or £5 would be enough. I really do. I think that'd be enough for a battle pass. If people think that £5 is not a ridiculous amount for some decent rewards, but over the whole month. So, that's the idea we put forward. And you might get a bit of fuel in that. You might get a bit of maybe coins in that, maybe just a few coins. But yeah, that was the idea. And yes, as Blue Gun Knockers has put, 6 gun and trigger happy are gunners. Yeah, can't say too much right now, but I can say they are gunners. I can show them in the showroom, and yeah, they are decent bots. So let's pause this and then go back to the other server. No, it hasn't crashed. As long as it's past 2%, Grand Galvatron, then we'll be fine. There we go. We're fine. Hey, William Wilkinson, how's it going? Kev Phillips, just noticed you've joined the stream. Someone else joined earlier as well. You got Soundbot, welcome. Evil Teacher as well, welcome back. So, yeah, what Christos is right. It's not a copy and paste of any other ability. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm interested to see how people are going to use it as well. Some people use it one way, some people use it another way. So yeah, it's going to be interesting anyway. But I really think it'd be a good bot for people. I really do. Ronald, welcome to the stream, brother. Mohammed, this is just my opinion and a few other playtesters. It's not coming to the game. It's not been decided yet. It's just something we suggested because obviously people are missing out on these cells now. So it's 20 cells a day. So we suggested maybe just adding in cells for, that you can claim at any point during the week as a battle pass. That's what we suggested. William Wilkinson. If you're having problems with your account, William Wilkinson, message me on Discord. Private message me, and I'll help you sort of get it back. You don't have to worry. I'm pretty trustworthy. I don't really want your email password or anything like that, but I can tell you what to look for and tell you you've got the right information, and then I'll help you get your account back if you've got it. I can help you get the information more in depth. So hit me up on Discord. But yeah, maybe William, but obviously some of the apes sometimes. I don't want to sound awful, but a lot of the playtesters know the game better than the apes. They know the things, obviously, design, but they don't know the game as well as us. And sometimes there may be information you're not giving them, or you're giving the wrong information, or they don't understand. So I can maybe help you with that. So yeah, I'll help you with it. If you hit me on Discord after this, I'll give you a helping hand, and we'll go through it. If you don't hit me up in the next hour or two after the stream, then I'll hit you up tomorrow. Message me. Listen, guys, if you always message me, I will always message you back. I'll always message you back. Sometimes it does take a bit of time because obviously we have things in life that we have to do, but I'll always message you back. Always. So back on the account, we are due another war. So you can see there we're back up to 730k Zen. But we have got our beam laser finishing off soon. We have got a cannon finishing off soon. And we've got another cannon finishing off by tomorrow as well. So by Thursday, we should have 3 more HQ 17 defenses. We've got a few more wall pieces done. So by the end of today, I'll have another wall piece done, and that's all my internal walls done. And that's probably about half the walls. Then I've just got to do the external ones. Job done. Quite pleased with that. Wanted to get some of my walls maxed ASAP, really. I really did. I should have mentioned this at the start as well. I'm sorry about yesterday. I really am. I went into work as a one-off. I am furloughed. I am off work. So I went in for one day, and we were given a task to do. And I had to fill in a spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet was broken. I don't want to bore you, but yeah, the spreadsheet was broken. I had to wait for a fix, and just yeah, it took a lot longer. So I walked in from work 15 minutes before the stream, not really prepared, and nothing set up. So I thought it's not the best idea to rush it, or it's not fair to start late on people. So I thought I'd just yeah. Well, Grand Garbage, to be honest with you, it wasn't the document. It was whoever set it up. The search function weren't working, and I wasn't going to search manually around 1,000 different products. Yeah, because normally it's a mid-word search that you can just search in, and I had about 100 things to input, and I was not searching manually for about 1,000 different things. So yeah, I had to wait for them to do a quick fix, and obviously because everyone's off work at the minute, it was quite slow. Normally IT is pretty quick for our company, but it was really slow. So yeah, that's it. Apologies. I didn't mind. It was good to get out of the house. Good to see work as well. So yeah. Grind Times asked, who is going to be on the stream on Thursday? Ooh, I don't know. I think it's someone. Someone who has a few 5-star bots, has his own channel, but needs to do more videos. Yes, for those that don't know, well, I don't think anyone knows really, but Grind Time is going to be on the stream on Thursday. So if you want to see Grind Time in the flesh, I'm interested to see that. Tune in on Thursday to the official stream. I'm sure to be going over 6-gun and Trigger Happy's abilities. So make sure you tune in to that. But then straight after that, we'll be doing a stream. Well, not straight after that, but soon afterwards. And really putting them bots through their paces. So we know that they sort of go through it a bit on stream, but we put it really through their paces afterwards. We know that. Okay. So I was trying to show you something as well. But sadly, it's updated on my my phone, but not on my tablet. So the war updates have come into play finally. You can now see who has failed a base, who has won a base, and on the main screen it pops up with the, which is pretty neat. But I think there needs to be one slight change. I've seen it already. If you update in the Google Play Store on Android, then you might see it already. And I think the only thing is that it doesn't show you if someone has flamed out, done, and can't attack anymore. So, in my personal opinion, it should be green, amber, and red, like traffic lights. Green means they've successfully beaten your base. Amber means they've failed, but they still can go again. And red should mean they've flamed out, they are done. Just makes it a bit clearer. So I'll pass it on to the apes to try and get that done. And yeah, hopefully we can get that bit changed. Yeah, cool. I have received the newsletter for this week. It's going to be a really good event. There's some big changes coming. Not big changes, but some good buffs coming. So watch out for the newsletter. And yeah, we've been working on something behind the scenes. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, our bot is gonna have a buff by tomorrow, and it's yeah, it's gonna make the bot more interesting for sure. Yeah, like I said, as usual, can't give it away. We know the script, but yeah, just something to look forward to in tomorrow's newsletter, guys. Without any spoilers. It is Super XP. Yes, it is Super XP this weekend. So it'll probably be 100 crystal event as usual with 4-star shards, 3-star shards, and prems, along with obviously 6-gun. I'll be gunning for 6-gun, so to speak. Excuse the pun, but yeah, Christoph, it's the one that we've been tested in a test server. The one that we've been talking about. Not me personally. I'm not a big fan of him. I've not played with him a lot, but the one that we've been testing, it comes live, I think, tomorrow. So yeah, Christoph knows. I'm speaking in code there. I'm speaking in test server code. But yeah, the bot that we've been working on recently, and then once that one's done, we'll probably get another bot, and we'll probably be changing another bot after that, and we'll keep going. Yeah. It's pretty cool to doing this, actually, improving bots. I like it. Yes, Kev Phillips, a bot is getting a buff. Quite a considerable buff as well, to be fair. And it's come straight from the playtesters. So we've sort of made it how we would have made it maybe in the first place to make it better. It was one of the earlier playtesting bots that we did. And yeah, I think we didn't do it justice because at the start, to be honest with you, when we first started playtest, I want to try and get some battles in because we're sitting at an empty screen. But when we first started doing the playtester, the bottom will come out and we're like, yeah, it's pretty good. Can we just change that a bit? Whereas now we will go in there and go, that's rubbish. You totally need to change that. That's ridiculous. You know, we literally go out them two guns now, both barrels, and we tell them sort of straight, and it does cause arguments sometimes. But you can rest assured that, you know, the play testers are really pushing boundaries now. And, you know, we're really trying our best to sort of make bots great again, so to speak. I did a sort of speech in my stream, and I stand by that now, that I think deck creep needs to come in. Power creep, you want to call it. And I think it needs to come into play now. I think we need some more powerful bots. But I also think we need a defense buff. So I think that I've talked to them today about ability 11. I did in the playtest chat, and they said that ability 11 is going to get pushed back. So you could probably use a bit of spark if you want for now. But that tells me that they're going to be working on defense. So we have hard mode coming next week. But I think that we'll see a ramp up in defenses somehow. Primely will have harder effects as well, maybe. Nothing too ridiculous on defense. But personally, I think we should improve air cores and air defense against jets. My personal opinion. But we'll see how that goes. But it's going to be interesting wars next week after hard mode. It's going to be really interesting. And yeah. So let's clear this out and make some teams. Could I show my team for wars and the cores I'm used? Yeah, of course, Jose. We'll do a bit of Z engine farming, and then we'll look at my war team bots and what cores I have on and why. And then we'll do a bit of Skank raiding as well. Show a bit of Skank raiding. Evil teachers ask any type of guide in Discord, so want to upgrade max first. Already finished my story, looking for what to do next. Evil teacher, if you're in the Discord server, literally just come on there and find a relevant section and just ask. There's plenty of us in there that will give you our opinions, and you just got to take it a pinch of salt. Not everyone's. I'm confident that everyone in our Discord server gives good advice. Every time I sort of go in there and see, right, well, what are they talking about? I either think one or two things. I either think that's brilliant, that's perfect, that's exactly what I'd say. Or I either think two, I might not agree with it, but it's still a good solution, if that makes sense. So someone might have my Cronus on a healer, for example. I don't really like my Cronus on healers personally. I like my Cronus further up front a bit. But I can see the logic in it. So I'm not going to disagree with it. I don't use it that way. But still, that's sound advice. You know, someone put in, I don't know, Alchemist on a healer, say, you know, then that's ridiculous. I mean, that's if someone gives that advice, I would say, well, no, that's wrong. But we do give good advice in that Discord server. So it's a good source if you just want to ask a question. And there's no right and wrong answer to upgrades. It all depends on preference. But if you want to go in a Discord server, Sharksy will hopefully post a link to the server soon, seeing as he is a chief Discord poster along with every other title he has. And yeah, join the Discord server, guys. Come and join us and ask away. Ask any questions, and you generally get sound advice. And if someone hasn't given you sound advice, let me know, and I will put them straight. But yeah, especially the mods. The mods are really knowledgeable guys, and that's why they are what they are. They know what they're talking about. They can give you some good advice, and they're generally just decent guys. So, especially if you get some advice from a mod, then yeah, I would take it on board. But there's different ways to look at it. There's no right and wrong answer, so to speak. But Evil Teacher, yeah, hit us up in there, and we'll try and get you some good advice. Cool. True, Kev Phillips. Self-learning is sometimes better. You do learn lessons by making mistakes. I always do say that. So when I'm setting up teams for attacking zone 13 to get some 10Ks in, what you generally need, you need to cover all bases. So I always take 2 tanks in case it's a very hard base. So we'll pick 2 tanks. So we'll pick our 2 best ones to start with, Rook and Blaster. Blaster is a tank, believe it or not, just because of the amount of minions he has and things like that. He also has Quintus on, so he's a great bot for tanking. We've got to take a couple of gunners. I take 2 because we've got to do at least 2 battles. So we'll have 1 per battle. They need to be able to shoot over walls, so it helps if they've got flak on as well. That's included. So we'll take Prowl and we'll take Skyburst 2. We'll also take a sort of rushing bot in case we can solo. So we'll take in Sandstorm, obviously. Another rush-in bot. Who we got? Otis Prime, obviously. We've got to take a healer. Always take a healer just in case you need it. And for Zone 13, you generally need 3 attacking bots at this level, around level 55. If you got bots a bit lower than that, take 4 with you. I've tried it with 2 bots and a healer. They just haven't got the DPS to get through it in time, even with a combiner. So you need 3 attacking bots. If you're going to take a healer, you need 3 and a healer. If you're not going to take a healer, take at least 3 attacking bots. Ronald, I had this argument many a time. Although Skyburst isn't a gunner for me is a bot that shoots over walls. So at the minute, Skyburst is a gunner, Prowl's a gunner, even Sandstorm's a gunner. He's a special bot, but he shoots over walls. So, you know, don't think of a gunner as in a class. It's more as in like what they do. So yeah, I agree by specifics. She's not a gunner, Skyburst, but she does shoot over walls. So I kind of get what you're getting at, but for the sake of it, she shoots over walls. That's what I'm saying. You need a bot that's going to shoot over walls. And then generally, I will try and take a good DPS bot just in case. Maybe a jet. Try and take single defenses out. Okay, cool. So we're going to run with either 3 or 4 bots. That's generally what we're going to do. And then what we're going to do is, I want to tell you this now because when we get the combiner out, I want to rush through it. So if I use a tank, a gunner, and a jet, I'll replace them with a tank, a gunner, and a jet. So I've got all these options so available. If I use Optimus Prime or Sandstorm, I need to put in a rushing bot as well. So have a good idea of what you can replace me with as well. So in terms of rushing bots, I've got Grimlock, I've got Ironhide, I've got gunners there, I've got tanks, healer. So I've set my team up so I cover all bases, but I can also substitute in. If you use a tank, I've got Sludge there as well. So Sludge is good against walls, so it's probably a good bot to take in. But then you can maybe rush around as well. That's where a combiner also comes in too. So that's generally how I set the team up. We've got 5-star Sludge and 4-star Sludge. So I'm thinking now, actually, take Blaster out and put 5-star Sludge in, and we can substitute him in afterwards. Cool. Combiner active. Always combiner active for Zen farming in zone 13. Always. And then we just hit it. So I have actually been seeing some HQ17s in this zone. But you got to remember, if it's HQ17, the defenses will be HQ14. The HQ will stack the where that base is placed higher than it really should be. But all you got to make sure is no combiner beacon, no shield active, and more than one box. If it has point defense on it on the HQ, then you're in trouble with one bot. So it can do about 1,500 damage to one bot very quickly. So just keep that in mind, guys. So it's a HQ 15. We can maybe get past the outpost and kill them. So we've got a few choices. So we can maybe rush up top. So what we're going to do, we're going to use a gunner. We'll use Skyburst first. Just to clear these to path Optimus Prime upwards. Then we're going to take, I think we're going to take Optimus Prime. And we'll take a jet, I think. Remember, if you're rushing the base as well, you don't need as many bots as well because you're not going to go through the whole base. Set that out there. Let's rush around there a minute. Try and put that other outpost a minute. Hasn't done it. But we can still use Defensor a bit. See how we can do. Try and pop an outpost as well so you can get him up there. Do a bit of damage. Get him right in the middle for using his shield. There we go. That's what we want. Beast. Love that shield, honestly. It's absolutely beast of a move. Try and take that out. We can take that out with Skyburst. Take that out. Pull the bots upwards. Try and keep them away from the outpost. And there we go. There we go. HQ down. And there we go. The thing is, Kev Phillips, if I try and take the whole team in for higher zone, I want to get in 15k for using maybe 5 or 6 bots. So it's more cost effective just using 3 bots to get 10k. Because then using 6 bots gets me 20k. It's a bit, you'll find some easier bases as well in zone 30. Oh, War Against Darkness Awakens. Nice. Decent team, decent war. Do I have any base advice on a decent base setup? Again, join the test server, guys. All these questions, honestly, are answered in there. You can post your bases. So quickly, all I'm going to do, guys, is replace the tank. Optimus Prime. I'm going to replace the jet. So where's the jet? And I'm going to replace the gunner with Sunstreaker. We go again. We've got base examples in there. We've got a question section where you can ask advice. So if you hit us in the Discord server, guys, you can honestly answer all these questions. If you've got any questions about the game, you can go in that Discord server and ask away. And there's a lot of decent guys in there. Yeah, Sharks, we pretty much have got everything. There's not much that's not in that server. And you know what? If it's not in that server, let us know and we'll put it in the server. There's been loads of decent suggestions already. Some we didn't even think of. And yeah, they're really good. Really good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to use Sandstorm. And we're going to try and get rid of this bottom section. So to speak. I'm going to drop Combiner there. Oh, I wanted him to walk upwards, but sadly not. So that defense out. We'll wait till Scourge lands. Do a bit of damage to him as well. When I go top, try and use my shield, really. But if not, I'll have to use it down below, sadly. I'll have to use it down below just to give the bots that shield that they need. Okay. So now we're going to use a tank. We'll use... I don't think we do, actually. We'll use Sunstreaker. We'll go with 4 bots. Let's take it out. Do some damage to Sunstreaker. Take that out. Maybe a bit overkill using as many bots. Just that outpost at the top sort of worries me a bit. Depends if it is not Defosaurus. What do you know? Defosaurus. Should be okay, though. To be honest with you, I shouldn't have used a healer. We've got Micronus, so we don't probably need it. But there we go. When I do the Energon raid, I always have a combiner. When I'm hitting zone 13, yes. Every single zone 13 attack, I take a combiner. Every single one. It pretty much guarantees the win then. If you can attack in that zone. Obviously, I'm going to hit zone 13 a lot more than you guys, but if you can't solo a zone, you pretty much can, even with a low level Star Saber with a combiner. But if you can't, then take 3 assault bots. Do that instead. Okay, so we took away a rushing bot. So we'll take a rushing bot. We're losing a bit of DPS there, so let's put Jazz in there. We lost a let's put a plane in there and put Ratchet, and then we go again. It's just about balanced team, guys. You need a tank in there, really. I didn't last attack, but most defenses are down. 2 outposts down out of 3. So there's only one to worry about. But you generally need a tank. You generally need a gunner, maybe one shot, and an AoE bot. So they're the sort of 3 that I go for, really. So here we go. So I'm going to show you guys an interesting technique here now. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and clear this bottom section and make the bots just walk up that way. That is the plan. Whether it's doable or not is another question. Let's have a look. Clear this section as much as I can. This be a big section though. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some shotguns down. Get rid of this here. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to test Blaster first. That's pretty decent. It's going to put Jazz up there too. And then let's just protect Jazz a minute. We're going to take these out with Jazz so they don't walk that way to make sure. There we go. And now it's game over. Just going to fast forward it now. That Quintus core helping a lot with all the minions. And there we go. 2 bots. Yeah, exactly, Ronald. Well, I didn't have to, but it popped. It's one of those things. Not the end of the world. But, yeah. 2 bots, zone 13. It is doable. Just got to analyze the base very quickly. And then all we're going to do now is, again, take out Blaster, replace him, and replace Jazz. Yeah, maybe, Ronald. I took it for insurance. What you don't want is to really knacker the attack up and then 3 and 4 bots. But, you know, I wasn't guaranteed that he'd be go up there and without going to missile launch. So Jazz sort of helped that out a bit. Make sure he's going where he wanted to. We'll take an AoE bot. We haven't got an AoE bot there. And we've got 2 tanks already. So we'll take a rushing bot. There we go. Zone 13 again. If we can get through this really quickly, then we can maybe get another attack in 2.5 minutes. So we need to get this attack done in about 1.5 minutes, if that's the case. That's it, Mohammed. Direct quote. Don't take chances in Energon farming. It's not worth it. Okay, so straight away, we've got a HQ 6. It's not high leveled, but it does look an easy base, though. It does look an easy base. So we're going to go for it. And because we're using more than 2 bots, it should be pretty easy. So I'm going to use Sludge. I'm going to take Prowl. And I'm going to take Rust Dust. There we go. So that individual defense out there. It's out of the cluster. I think the Prowls will put that outpost anyway. The plan was always to pop at least one outpost. Not by choice, just because I just think that it was going to happen regardless. There we go. I'm going to use that ability there. And then we'll use that defense there. Ability just there. Now, we don't like the spider. So we're definitely dropping defense sword down now. Trying to speed it up a bit, fast forward. We'll use the shield now to get rid of that. Remember, bots with high damage do not like reflective shields. And there we go. Gone. Get rid of these. Pretty easy. Have I tested Rustus with a 5-star? Yes, when she first come out, yes. And she's very good. She really is. A really good bot. And what we're going to do is we're going to use Sludge right there. And that extra damage is going to help take the HQ down. We're going to put Pro on there too. And easy takedown. There we go. What level is my defensor? I think he's level 12, I think he's level 12. Yeah. Any news on the new 5-star? No, just July. Definitely July. Oh, not definitely. That's what they've said. Said July. But yeah. Yeah, that's the thing as well. Yeah. If that shield gem was active and the combiner beacon, I would definitely have backed out of that match without a doubt in a heartbeat. Have we got time for another one? Nope. And there we go. So literally, I'm going to leave the Energon farm in there because I haven't got another combiner active yet. Let's have a look a minute. For a few hours. Wrong one. Oh, 13 defensor, sorry. 13 is. Wrong place. Let's try again. So yeah, we've got a few hours yet before we can it again. So no more Z Energon farming probably today, maybe. 4 hours from now is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's unlikely. But then come tomorrow morning, we're back on Z Energon farming. So now what we're going to do is, rather than waste ourselves, go straight in to Skank raids. If you haven't seen Skank raids before, guys, stay tuned. Honestly, it's a huge advantage. Huge. So generally, it's just attacking for resources. But don't forget, your Z Energon is nothing to do with this. As in, like, your bot cooldown. So the bots all come back again. So people are quite surprised by some of the bots that you take. It's not the same bots that you take for maybe wars, but it's long distance bots. So yeah, Massive's in there without a doubt. Yes, Elite's in there. Yes, Goldfire's in there. Blaster, no. Cheeto, not really. Sandstorm, not really. Thanks, yes, has a good reach on him. I'll put slashing for any bases that are quite low down. Jets, definitely. Warpath, definitely. And Skydive too, because he has amazing damage. Don't need a combiner for this. Literally just going to hit the highest zone you can. I've had people saying, well, I can only hit zone 14. Zone 14 then. You can only hit zone 14 right now. Hit zone 14. If zone 12 is the highest zone you can hit zone 12. Just hit the highest zone that you can. Hey, Monty, how's it going? What do I think of Solus or Alpha Trion on Blades? Yeah, both good options. Like I said, we talked about prime cores yesterday, went in depth. Don't want to go over it too much again. But yeah, those are sort of what I call passive prime cores that can go on really any bot. But generally just put it on a bot that you don't think needs a prime core of another kind more urgently. That's how I'd sort of go off it. Let's see what results we can get today. We only got 30 cells, so 6 attacks, a million each. Maybe get close, but not with resources like that. We won't. Is Solus top 5? I use my Solus. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's okay. It's extra DPS. But yeah, that's ultimate really though. That's all it is really. It's just more DPS. Okay, cool. We've got 2 storages down below. I do this every single time. Oh, all 3 down below. All 3. So this is where we're going to use slash for this one. So we're going to use slash. So hopefully I can just do quite a bit of damage to that first one first. Get in range of that one. Nope. So let's use that before. I think we're not going to hit all 3 storages. I think we're going to struggle a bit. The walls are going to really get stuck there. Yeah. We're only lost out 173k though. It's not too bad. Half a mil. Not the best. Well, I'm hoping that if it's a 2 mil event, Silver Bolt, for the new 5-star batch, then yeah, it's well, it'll do well. As into, I might get 3 out of it. I might get 3 5-stars if it's a 2 mil event. If it's a 2 mil event, that means we'll get 2,000 shards, plus extra, so probably about 2.5 mil, and then I'm about at a 5-star now, so I need half a 5-star in 2 months. Maybe a bit of a stretch, but I'll be close to a 3rd one, definitely. If it's a 2 mil event, I hope it is a 2 mil event personally. But yeah, I'm gonna pass it on to the apes. See, a lot of people complain 2 mil event. What you've got to remember, guys, is that it's 1 mil and extra if you need it. You know, it's exactly the 2 mil event. It really is. We'll take Sunstreaker as a gunner. Hit the high zone again. Yeah, but Ronald, if you have a 1 million event, you could only get 1 million. You can't do any more. You can't. That's it. 1 million and you're done. You make it 2 million, well, then you can get up to 2 million. It doesn't mean you have to complete it, but people will want to get more. You know, they can't always keep making events that are hard 1 day extra. We did the 2 mil event in 3 days. Granted, it was an absolute grind, but we did it. It is doable for the higher guys, and you can't expect every single alliance to sort of complete that. You can't. But it's there. It's like the final frost crystals. They're there if you need them. Right, okay. 1, 2 storages. Where's the other one? Hide HQ. Not ideal. So we're going to use Skydive. Try and keep them away from that. Combine a beacon. And then I'm thinking of putting another bot down. I'm going to put Gold 5 right up there. By that time, I should get up there in time. You have 6 5-stars. When you hit your 8th, you'll start spending. Yeah, but you say that, but then there's always that 1 5-star you'll want. There's always that 1 5-star you'll need, maybe. And I think I've got 8 now. 7 or 8. I've got ready to pull. And yeah, I'll still want more, no doubt. There's always better 5-stars coming out. There's always bigger and better 5-stars. Maybe, Ronald. Maybe. But just remember that if you jump in every single base, there will be sort of points where you can't do that. You know, don't sort of rely on sort of those techniques too much, because they won't. I've seen guys before that rely on one technique and it doesn't work well all the time. And sometimes it can sort of get a bit unstuck relying on one attack all the time. Just keep that in mind. We're going to do another resource raid. Okay, get rid of that jet. We'll put Jetfire in, I think. Not Jetfire, Firefly in. Got the jet still. We can swap in for 4-star Goldfire. Happy days. But what zone is that in though, Ronald? Is that in Cyber League or is that in Prime? Cyber League is quite easy to do that, yeah. But in Prime League, once they adjust the Prime effects, then it can get quite dicey, depending how they change that. So you need to be able to sort of switch that attack up, that style a bit, and rely on other styles, so to speak. Prime. Fair play then, if it works for you. Just be wary. So I'm saying there's no problem with using that, but have something else in your arsenal in case that it doesn't work. So we've got 2 resources. Where's the other one? Yeah, I agree, Sharks. They are awful today. And there's the other one there. So we're going to pop an outpost probably. So what I'm thinking is Star Saber. I'm thinking Star Saber there. Should have maybe rushed in a bit higher here to get that other storage. But yeah, they do suck today. They really do. Getting some awful. Nothing worth doing that, to be fair, but I feel like I've wasted Star Saber there. Yeah, true, Peter. Monday isn't the best. But you tend to find that people spend during the event because they're not raiding, they run it right down. And then come Tuesday, they start building back up again. And then come Thursday, the skank raids are really good. So Thursday for skank raids. Thursday is skank raid day. Okay, what we took out there? Saber. So who else? Put Sandy in. Let's do some more. We're not going to hit that 9 mil. No chance. Yeah, exactly, Christoph. It's quite a lot of people doing skank raids now. And as soon as they max out their bases, they will stop. Just Energon Alloy or Z Energon? I'm not sure the top guys would play that. Z Energon, yes. But Alloy and Energon, I wouldn't really play for Energon and Alloy. Not spend anyway, but not so sure about that. Okay, we got the 2 storage at the bottom there. We got 1 over there. This is a good linked base because 2 are close by together. Well done, Links here. Put the cloud down, and now he's 61. He's a beast. His damage is ridiculous. 1 there. 1 there. And then we'll do 1 up there. We'll do the opposite for this one because it's on its own. We'll use Fire and Cloud. And I'll do a bit more damage just for a bit of extra XP for him. Can we get free 5-star shards for joining the Discord? You know what, Kev Phillips? If I had 5-star shards to give away, I would, but I don't. So no. Sadly. It is a great idea, Kev, but sadly I don't have 5-star shards. I'll ask though. I will ask I'll ask Space Ape and they'll probably laugh at me. But yeah. True. That's something else I do say, Kev. Don't ask, you don't get. Very true. Always worth the question. Okay, we'll put Cheetor in. Not that I'm going to probably use him, but here we go. How is all Spark event commonly spread? What? Oh, right, you're answering Mohammed, right. Ooh, 1.8 mil, not bad. Yeah, I just read it now. I get what you mean, yeah. G Metal XP Core. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, we've got 2 up there. Where's the other one? Where are you? Where is it? 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 Where's the other one? Why can I not see it? Oh, there we go. That's why. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, lead to there. Up there. Up there. Up there. Probably saw this with a combiner, but not bad. Oh, brilliant. That's not what I wanted. Oh, no. I want to reach that storage. I want to hit the storage. No. Shark to come to the rescue. Come on, Sharks. Wow, they got rinsed. They got rinsed. I'm going to go for the storage. I think they've got some in them. Obviously not enough. Well, from how the apes were talking, I think that ability 11 will be a big jump as an increase. And that's why they're really not ready to bring it out yet. That was, I think, the idea, but I think that the amount of people that are overrunning bases, then no, I don't think. I'm not too sure. I don't think ability 11 will make you equip 2 cores. They've always said that's quite difficult. I think that the ability 11 jump will be a lot bigger. So you might get between 8 or 10. You'll get in 1 jump. That's probably the idea. Same, Ronald. Yes, same. Spark is overflowing. I'm trying to keep mine around 3.5 mil, so I never use it. What's what we're gonna do? We've got 12 hours tomorrow, so we're gonna upgrade something. But what to upgrade? Cannons are done. Is the cannon done? We've got a cannon to do. Cannon done there. Cannon done there. Yep, let's start the last cannon, and that is cannons done then. Oh, we can't do cannons yet. We ain't got enough. Beam laser, what does that need? Nope, ain't got enough for the beam laser. Just outposts. That's all we can do. I don't want to do outposts. I really don't. I think we'll have to do outposts. We'll take 2 out of action. It's not ideal. Let's do it. There we go. Good luck, Skank. You're not going to get much. But yeah, 2 outposts done. Combiner beacon done. Most of the cannons done now. Laser. Walls getting there. So we're getting close to being a HQ, decent HQ 17 now. A few guys failed last time in war. We're not base 1 this time. And yeah, I know, Peter. No, I realise that, so that's trying to. But yeah, leaving you open to raids or in it quite easy. But then again, I suppose raids really are there. Especially if you've got no resources. If you've got no resources to have, raids are pretty useless. Yeah. So that's I think that's it. Oh no, wanted to go through with cores, didn't we? My war team and what cores I put on. That was it. Who was it asked that question earlier? I can't remember, but we'll go through my war team and I'll go through what cores I have on. So generally my war team is the top 4 rows. Top 2 rows I use a lot in wars. The next 2 are kind of situational, so to speak. So I use Goldfire a lot to pop outposts. He's a lot cheaper than Star Saber, so I put Vector on him so that when he pops the outpost, he appears back at the start again, so I don't lose a bot. So then we have obviously Wallbuster on Sludge. I've given a 2-star Night Stalker just for the hell of it, not that it needs to be. Blaster has Quintus, because don't forget Quintus is a percentage of your health, so you need a high health bot really for Quintus. The more used as distraction than for damage, the way I use them anyway. So that's why I put it on a Blaster. So they've got a really high health and not so much damage. 4-star Night Stalker, obviously on Blaster. So he has a minion army, and I use Blaster in every single attack. Mohammed, no, I don't think they'll ever allow us to transfer XP. Ever. Does Warbust affect Sludge's ability? It does, but it doesn't show that on the screen. It doesn't show them stats. So what you have to do is, for a cluster, you have to generally use the equation of 481 there. We'll just turn the chat for a minute so I can sort of see. So 481 times that by 5, then times it by the amount of walls that are in the cluster that you're hitting, and then do the extra percentage for the Wallbuster as well. So yeah, max Wallbuster on Sludge is a given, pretty much. Again, yeah, you're doing a calculator for it, Kev. You are right. You're doing a calculator for that. But what you do need to know is that a 5-star Sludge can one-shot walls at 5810. And I think a 4-star Sludge is 6010. But I think that needs a G Metal Wallbuster, I think. Higher than 15. I think needs 17%. I could be wrong on that. So a 4-star 6110 will do it. And I believe that a 5-star Sludge needs to be, is it 6310 or 6410 to take out HQ 17 walls? But we're seeing a lot less clusters now, so not as useful, to be fair. Cheeto, I have Amalgamus made for Cheeto. Amazing. And obviously Flak to make him into a gunner. Making special bots into gunners is amazing for me. It's totally changed the way I use my team. Cheeto was in and out. Now he's staple every single time. Same for Sandstorm. He was in and out, situational. Now he's in every single attack. And Amalgamus is made for Cheeto. It really is. Cheers, Christoph. There we are. 6110 with G Metal 18. 6310 gold 15. Cheers. So then we've got Prowl, G1 core on Prowl. That's a given. Skyburst, Primer. I use her against the top level combiners to take them down very quickly. I have Solus on Skank, just to give him that bit of extra DPS. He has good DPS anyway, but just because I haven't really got anyone to put Solus on. Saber, I have Megatronus. I'm thinking about changing that. I'm not sure what to yet. I've got a bit of a think. But yeah, that might change, maybe. I don't know yet. I've got to see how it goes in wars and really analyze it. Elita, Nexus, like I said in the last stream, amazing core, really overlooked. and vital in top level walls when you're fighting top level combiners. Night Stalker on her too. Just be careful with Night Stalker on the likes of Optimus Prime and any rushing bot because they can pop outpost when you don't want them to. So just be careful of that, guys. Great for wars, but maybe not for power level sometimes. Be cautious and just you need to get your bots up high very quickly if you're going to jump up to places like that. Sentis Magnus, special command attack. The idea is that when Cheetor is out in the cooker, I'm going to use Sentius more. And then when Cheetor is out, I'm going to put Sentius in. So I've got a really high damage bot in there at any point. Then we have Slash. We don't really use Slash anymore to slash. Megatronus on Slash is amazing. So if I do take Megatronus off, it'll go back on Slash again. And then what to put on Saber, I'm not too sure yet. Rook, I have ground command, trilithium plating. So for those that don't know, that core gives him 1.7 health in 5 seconds. So a bit like a rejuvenate, a watered down rejuvenate. But it also reduced damage from auto cannons, lasers, turrets, and shot towers for all other warriors. Now, in my war team, I only have 1 or 2 warriors. But when I walk, the idea is to put Optimus Prime in there. And put Optimus Prime in there. Oh no, he's a thing, you know what? He's a special bot. What am I talking about? Sludge, sorry. When I put Sludge in there, he will just walk and he will get that advantage. That's generally the idea. But what I was going to say, sorry, was I am level Optimus Prime though, and he will go in there eventually. So I'm not too sure if that will stay. Rook's a staple part of my team, but if I'm only using the one warrior, then it's not really much use. But once you use, I'm using Sludge for walks a lot more because of his health, so it helps a lot. Swoop G1 core, pretty much a given. Amazing core for him. Just crazy damage. Tracks Alpha Trion because it's just a passive core, but Alpha Trion's a must in my team, and so is Tracks pretty much. Really good bot to protect, and also giving him flak to make him a gunner. And I'm generally, I've put 2-star flak on Tracks because I generally need more damage on the likes of Sandstorm and Cheetor because I have higher DPS. So it makes more sense to give them even more DPS than make the weaker ones stronger and the stronger ones weaker. Nor has his G1 core. Very situational now, Nor, since I've got Quintus. But it could give a bit more firepower, but it just lacks a bit of health, really. I've got the 5-star, then he better be in there. 4-star Goldfire I don't use. I'm generally G1 core. I don't even have the silver and gold Optimus Prime core. G1. Desperately need that. That's hope for last time. Dinobot as Alchemist because he does a lot of damage when he uses ability. And generally good bot. I think his stats are good, but I think that his hollows need a bit of work personally, and that's my sort of stance on him. Cup situational again, hence why I've only got a rejuve on. Jetfire I'm using quite a bit at the minute, and obviously a AO core and EO core, sorry, and a fire drive to give him some extra DPS. And we don't really use Sunstreaker, and the last bot we use really is First Aid with his G Metal G1 core, and that's generally all my war box. That's everyone that I use. Some of them are staple, some I use a lot, some I use situational, but they all have their uses in different sort of ways, and depends on the base type, what I'm attacking, what the plan is. Do I need extra damage? Do I need AoE bots? Do I need one-shot bots? Am I walking it? Am I rushing it? It all depends on path, everything. So I like to have my sort of team set so I can sort of take on any kind of base, really. And I'm not one to level just 8 bots and stick with those 8. If I did that, I'd probably have max bots by now. But I like to level a few. I think it works out as about 20 different bots that I use in wars. So that's personal preference how I use it. But yeah. And that's it for today, guys. So as mentioned earlier, if you've got any questions, anything like that, then come and join the Discord server. There's a lot of good information in there, a lot of top guys, a lot of good information if you're seeking it out. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're just 95 subs, 93 subs short of our target. So we're hoping to get that by the end of lockdown. So we'll close it ever closer. About 6 weeks left. So 6 weeks to get 90 subs. It's doable. Just need to push it a bit more. Let everyone know what we're doing, guys. Tell them to join the stream. Let's get them subscribed. We're going to be doing the exclusive on 6gun this week. Probably Wednesday or Thursday. That'll be coming. Don't forget, we have test server exclusive where you guys can come in and sort of let us know how you want the bot testing in what situations. And yeah, Mohammed, you are right. It is 83 subs, not 93. Well done. 83 subs, even easier. Even easier. We've just made 10 in 10 seconds. Super easy. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. We're back tomorrow with a bit of Energon farming. Hopefully, we might be able to show a bit of 6gun if it's complete. If not, we will be showing him on Thursday after the stream extensively. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe and peace out.